Okay. So, making things for the space elevator is a different kind of problem. Because you know it's not going to be permanent. I think each phase requires different things. So I'm going to put an assembler here. Make sure I'm not in my own way so much. Now the stuff the assembler makes, it's always really slow, like maybe 2 a minute. So I'm gonna set it to smart plating, like that. And wire it up like this. But I won't turn it on just yet, because I need the boxes to put the materials in. Now I'll put like one, shall we say, crafting ingredient in one box. The other crafting ingredient in the other box. Why can't I do this? Oh wait. I put this box together backwards. There we go. One in this way, one in that way. Alright, and now I'm gonna go grab all the supplies. I think it's 10 stacks. So I'll have to take all these spare parts and put them, well, out of my way at least. And sort things to clear things out. Material. Bit of material. That might be enough. Okay, back to the combine factory. Where did I say that place was again? Ah, here it is. Hard to navigate in this dark, isn't it? Where's the ramp? Yeah, here it is. Well, I'm thinking about it. Is this connected? I think it might be. Yeah, that was the reason I'm up here to start with, is concrete. I needed the concrete. And what better place for it than here? Maybe this place really isn't wired up. vaguely remember disconnecting it to save to, because I couldn't afford the power to run it, but now I can. Although I don't need the store. So I'm gonna connect it to wherever the nearest available, I should say, plug is. So few of them are available. Am I really missing wire? Alright, well let me take this out here just to make an available space on the power pole. I'll hammer out just enough. Do I even have any? Well, if I don't, I could probably... wait. If I don't start this going, I could... That's better. I can probably just set that and forget it now that I'm running off of an automated source of power. All right, back to the copper. Take some wires. There's quite a lot of them here, so there. So getting back to where I was originally what I was originally trying to do, I'm going to go to the concrete factory and wire it up, because now I can afford to do that. Power pole for that is over here. I do have a connection available. That's it right there. It's not the most attractive looking setup, but it'll get the job done, I think. Instead of going there and checking on its progress, I'm going to go down to the combine factory here and get the ingredients for the smart plates. That's 1,000 a piece of reinforced iron plating and rotors. Oh, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, you can double click and just dump them there. Speaking of just dumping stuff places, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's get the rotors. Now this long-distance conveyor belt is a much easier way to get down here than the ramps, because it's easier to locate. But the downside of that is that it's kind of hard to harder to jump onto. Now where do I make the rotors? Yeah, here we go. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There. Just out of absolute curiosity, how full is this box? Okay, it's kind of full, not too full, but well, it's full enough to for me to make a note of it anyway. What ought to do? Overclock this just a bit, so that it uses maybe 20 or at least close to 20 rods instead of 12. That way, less rods will get backed up. The only potential downside is that it uses not just more power, but more reinforced iron plates, and I might need those for conveyor belts. Questions, decisions, all that. Okay, so I'm going to put the rotors in the other box. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait a minute. It was supposed to be 10. Why is it... There we go. 10. Take this one out. And turn on the assembler. And now it can start sending the smart plates out to the elevator. Now granted, this is going to be a slow process. I calculated it'll take like 8.5 hours if I were to just use this one assembler. But it's going to strictly be a background test because they don't have the mechanisms for everything else up yet. Let's talk about overclocking. 1.5 times 12 is 18. Oh, right. I keep forgetting. I put my my overclockers in machines because I was using them for machines. Speaking of, I'll process the rest of this too, just for the sake of doing it. And how much power am I using? 352, but the absolute maximum is 506. Why is that? What do I have shut off here? Oh wait, I think it's like the steel production stuff. Reminds me I gotta go to Shoemaker Concrete again and pick up whatever it's put out. Now which assembler is making modular frames? This one. So let's up that to 3 a minute. It'll take 18 rods a minute, which isn't 20 rods a minute, but it's, I suppose, close enough for now. I don't think it's going to start draining from the box anytime soon, but it's not going to start draining from this box either that much. I mean, I got 2 of these making reinforced iron plates. The total rate of that is 10 a minute. And it's using 4.5 reinforced iron plates a minute here. So, yeah, we're going to get some to use in here. Which is a much more self-help way to say these things have been backed up. Because technically it is getting backed up, but that is not a bad thing. Okay, well that took care of those other little bugaboos, and oh, if you look very carefully on the objective part of your screen, you can see that there's 4 out of the 1,000 complete for, what is going on here? Alright, again with this. Turn these things back on, because I thought I had turned these things back, turned those back on, but I guess not. All right. One thing that I could do to speed up the completion of the second phase is overclocking, but that takes a lot of power. The other would be to make more assemblers, like split it, hit the output of the boxes up, and that's like 3 ways. And I suppose the more I think about it, the more that seems like a better solution. But what I have now is good for the time being. If I want to get this stuff done with any sense of urgency, though, I'm gonna have to use 3 assemblers instead of 1 to cut things down and put it in like 3. Those 3 inputs that the space elevator has on each side, which it has 3 of. Okay, well, while we're waiting for... Oh, you know, that's interesting. So, when you're on pause, you're not exactly on pause, are you? No, instead, things are still running in the background. So yeah, I had the game on pause, but it was still doing things, and because of that, I might actually have enough concrete to go back to Spiral Lake and finish that roadway I was building. Speaking of, what's in here? Oh yeah, the rotors. Okay. I don't think the game does this when you log out, though. So I'm hoping that that 100 and however many concrete is enough. If it isn't, I'll build what I can, but frankly, it probably is because of how near I am to finishing the roadway. And that should be enough. I mean, the idea here is to record a sort of a loop, and then I guess figure out the details later, like loading and unloading. How fast or how slowly is that done anyway? And where did I put that roadway? I forget now. Oh, here it is. And directly this way, and you're effectively out of, well, out of danger. Or should I say out of this, just out of the Spiral Lake area. Now I'd like this to be as straight as it possibly can. Unless what I end up doing is building up to it instead of down, but if I do that, there's no real guarantee that they're going to connect. So I'm going to have to keep building in this direction. Why is it doing this? It shouldn't have a problem with this sort of thing. I should be able to attach it to where I'm standing without clipping. Unless, oh wait, the rest of the ramp's down here. Ah, that's much better than what I thought it was, which was a glitch. So, gonna have to, maybe I don't have to make a turn here. Maybe instead just make another ramp. And we're like right at the surface of the water. I suppose the real question is, can the tractor comfortably drive this? Since I don't have a whole lot of faith in it, I'm gonna conclude that it can't and build over it. There. All right. So put that over there. So the tractor will have to drive out onto this outcropping here, but it'll have to navigate up up this cliff. So I guess I'm putting another ramp here and. Well, first things first. We'll put a couple more foundations at the bottom of there. Yeah, these two, just to make sure that the transition from the roadway to the outcrop is completely seamless, and just as another failsafe, I'm going to put another one here. So I drive to the outcrop, this rocky area here. Now I'm putting a ramp. Move it a bit. Like that. And that. And bridge the gap with... Oh, I'm in my own way again. These two foundations. There we go. Now that's how you bridge the gap. That's how you build a bridge over a lake. It's not a perfect solution, but it's a good but then again, neither is the tractor.